Hi, my name is Lauren Holmes, and today I will be giving my thoughts on The Frugal Meal by Pablo Picasso. My partner's name is Jordan Cavalier, and I will be further discussing as to why I chose this piece. So, most importantly, I'm currently studying psychology on a pre med route, and I hope to one day become a psychiatrist specializing with children. So, the reason why I chose this piece is because mental health is something that is not quite taken seriously, not only in my generation, but the generations before me. And this artwork, in my opinion, speaks for millions of individuals who have felt the same way that this couple has. And Pablo Picasso did an extraordinary job at symbolizing pure emptiness and disparity. So, the artwork displays a couple living in poverty, sitting in nothing but their thoughts. And poverty is oftentimes directly in correspondence with one's mental health. So, because this couple seemed to be hungry, very, very lean, very thin, their mental health more than likely is not very well. And I think that is exactly why Pablo Picasso created this piece so that he could symbolize that feeling that so many others have felt. One of the elements that stood out to me the most was color. Color is also known to be in correspondence with one's emotion, which is why the painting lacks a vibrant and colorful palette. Um, some of the things are in black and white, very ash tone, very depressing, and just overall no vibrance, no life, and no energy, which is what I think this couple is currently enduring. They don't seem to have anything to be living for, and they certainly don't seem to have anything to be happy or joyful for, which is why I think Picasso went with that color palette. I also noticed shapes and patterns within the painting. And out of every object that was in the painting, the couple obviously are the biggest objects. And I think that was done to emphasize what the painting was about. I don't think that Pablo Picasso wanted there to be any confusion as to what his message was, which is why he centered the couple so that the couple were made the heading of his message. I also noticed light within this. If you look at the piece, you can see on the woman's side, there seems to be some type of light and some type of, or just overall light on her side, where that is in complete contrast with the man who seems to be in a more darker area. A shadow seems to be waving over him, and he seems to be in this corner. My interpretation of that would just be that maybe in this case, this woman has some ounce of hope. Maybe she is hopeful that things in the future will be better, while the man, I don't believe, seems to have any hope for the future or seems to have any efforts of getting out of the situation that they're in. And as to why Picasso did that, I'm not sure. But I do think it does symbolize a lot of relationships that we have in our own lives, where in some situations we may have hope, in other situations we don't. But nonetheless, you cannot expect for things to get better without hope. So, with that being said, this piece is extremely important to me because I am studying every day to be able to save individuals like them. And I hope to be able to give individuals like this hope. And I will continue my studies because mental health is very important to me. And I would absolutely love to see everybody in the world at their absolute best.
My name is Jordan Cavalieri. It's my first year at FAU, and I'm giving my take on Picasso's The Frugal Man. I think this work does an amazing job at clearly painting a picture of sadness and emptiness. You can see a look of being lost in the man's face, and it's a look of wondering what you can do or how you got here in the first place. It all provides a slight view of addiction with the bottle of liquor showing that even though they're still struggling to eat, they feel the need to have that escape. I love this work because it shows a struggle that many people face in their lives, as we people deal with many struggles, and for many, that struggle is poverty or addiction. And we are living in a world dependent on money. And for those who have a hard time finding that source of income to take care of themselves, they turn to things like alcohol to help themselves deal with the lives they're living. I feel I can relate to that in this painting as I've seen things like addiction in my family history, and you can see how it tears apart people's lives and how you want nothing more than to help those people who you see struggling. For my element, I chose space because I feel that the wide stretch of emptiness in not only the background, but the table as well helps to tell the story. The space pushes a story of poverty and dissatisfaction, and you can almost see into their lives by the bare look everything has around them. The table only having one bowl or a white cloth that doesn't stretch to either end adds that detail in the piece that help amplifies the overall theme.